for this part. And let me share. You're going to see one of my projects I'm doing right now. Okay. So I tend to utilize the Instagram post templates just because I can use them on multiple platforms and I don't have to keep changing it up. The only time I really use the Facebook ones is when I have to actually create for that specific space on Facebook. There is ways where you can copy it and paste it and rearrange it, but to keep it super simple in the beginning, utilize an Instagram post. That way you can post it right onto Instagram if you're also on there. Generally what I say starting out, go through the templates and anything that catches your eye that you really like, and you can search like yoga and there's already going to have some stuff and you're like, oh, I like that, but it's not really the colors I like, or I might change up a little bit. That's okay. Still select them. So we can do that. Then we would do add a page and just start creating your collage of all the things that you like and just have fun. Just add. Then we go back to home. And if you have the paid version, you'll see, because there's that little crown right there.
I don't.
You can do a brand kit.
Okay.
If you don't have the paid version, I can show you the cheater way to do it. So the cheating way is generally I just pick something. You can do another Instagram post. So let's say we go back to here. And I'm just going to create a blank page. I'm going to go to elements. And I'm going to create a couple of these, circles, and I'm going to make them small. And what you can do in the marketing world, how we generally do it is our main colors are a bigger circle. Our accent colors are small ones. And so we create this, our own little visual for us. And then you could say, okay, my main color that I really like, that is going to show up over and over. And say, like, we're already looking at these and we're like, yeah, I was really drawn to some of those. So my main color that's going to be like the background for a lot of things is maybe this gray, or maybe you do more of a tan. Your strong accent color, maybe you want to do like a calming blue. You know, you kind of like that brown, you kind of like that red, and you're like, okay, all these colors look well together. I like it. You know, do I want to do some black lines here and there? Go ahead and add it in and play with it and see what it all looks like together. Maybe you have a couple little symbols that you want to utilize quite a bit. This will make it so that you can go over here and right click, copy it and paste it into anything. So I could copy, say I wanted to add this as one of like my little signature things, and I put it right there. Then these colors that you have, you'll click on it. If you click on the plus sign, you'll see a number down here. Copy that number and paste it onto that color.
Okay.
So then what I can do is, for example, for this branding, I would, instead of using white, I'm going to paste my color in. And then I have this accent color. I'm going to do the same thing. Copy. I'm going to paste it in over here just so I can make it a little easier on myself to find it later. And then I'm going to select, paste it in. Now I'm following my branding scheme.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
And then you can do the same thing with fonts. So as I clicked on this font, if I like that font, So the Montserrat or whatever it's called, I would just click on that. I would type that in up here, or I would copy this and paste it. And then I would say the Monter, however it was spelled. And I would have that up there. And then so that way it keeps it all fresh. It keeps it all so that I remember where it's at. And then I can go through and all these, like, see, that font's different. So then I would just go over here, find that font, change it. Sometimes it needs to be selected. And then it changed it so that it starts to look a little bit more unified. And generally with these, you'll have your larger font that you use, might be one font. Your more like text box will be another font. Just in general, I will tell you anything with sans is generally easier to read from the eye. So pick something with sans in it that is going to be those smaller fonts, or like this where there's a list of things. And then going through photos, again, you can just type in yoga. You can drop those in. If any of these photos are not with your color scheme, something I like to do is I will put a block over top of it. And then this block, I will put a transparency over top. Now that might be a little bit more than you want to do, but there's just something from my eye I personally like to do.
Where did you go again?
So I just grabbed this block
Uh-huh.
in Elements and I just put it over top. It's already one of my colors. And then this transparency, which is great because if you're going to put words over top of a picture, putting that there will really help, because trying to put words over top of this really bright picture is not readable. So those blocks will become your friend. And that's why, like here, they did that. They created a block over top of where the picture so that they could put words. Then if you also want my help on anything, you can share. And you can just type in my email, which is that izzynally@gmail, and it'll share it with me. And then, you know, if we can pop on and I can help you out with things too.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome. But yeah, and then you'll have your own little branding template.
Perfect.